Okay, I'm going to show you how to put square roots and cube roots in your calculator. So first, I'm going to show you how to put the square root of 4 into the Desmo Scientific. In this video, I will do 3 of the most common calculators I know you have. To put the square root of 4, I would do square root 4. So you press this button and then the 4, and it tells you the answer of the square root. If I wanted to put the square root of -4, I would press clear all, press the square root button, and then -4 in this calculator. That would give us undefined because you can't have negative numbers don't have perfect square roots because there's no number in the world that you can multiply together by itself to get -4. It just does not exist. So that's how you put squares in the calculator. So one video, the first video, this one will be on squares. The next one will be on cubes and cube roots. So in this calculator, if I wanted to put the square root of 4, I would press 4 first, and then the square root button. If I wanted to put the square root of -4, if you did that correctly, you should have gotten the square root of 4 equals +2. If you put in the square root of -4 correctly, you would first press 4, then the negative symbol, and then the square root button. And that should give you error. That means that there's no correct answer for that one. Okay, the last calculator I know some of you have is this one. And in this one, you would press your square root button is actually second, and then the exponent button. So we would actually get to do the square root of 4 and the square root of -4. To do the square root of 4, we would press second, the exponent button, and then 4, and then the equal sign, and we would get 2. If we wanted to do of -4, we would do first, we would press second, then this sign, and then you would press -4 equals, and it should also give you an error symbol if you do it correctly. That's how you do squares in all of the or square roots in all of the calculators. Okay, I'm going to start this video by showing you how to put cubes in all of the different calculators I know you have. If you use the Desmo Scientific one online, you would press this button. It looks like the square root button, but it has that little N in front. That way we can put the fact that it's a cube root. We can put the 3 there. And then we would put the 8 on the inside, and you kind of have to click around to get it correct. And that tells us correctly that the cube root is 2. And then in the next one, we would press the same button, the one with the little N next to it. The 3 goes on the outside, and -8 goes on the inside. And that gives us -2. So that should be what you get as the correct answer. In the next calculator, this one, to put the cube root of 8, we would press the second button, and then the one that looks like a little arrow, that's telling you that you can put any exponent in there. So the opposite of your exponents would be the cubing the number. And you would press, I think, 3 next, and then 8. So it should have like a little box pop up, and that's what you would put the 3 in, and then the 8 would go on the inside. And then enter, and if you did it correctly, you should get +2. So we press second, then this button, then the 3 to fill out that it's a cube root, and then the 8 to fill out the cube root of -8. We would do second, this same button, since it's a cube root, we would press 3, and then we would press -8, and then the enter sign. And that should give you, if you put it incorrectly, -2. Okay, so the final calculator for cubing numbers is this one. And for this one, we would press our number first, so 8 first. Then we would press second, and then this button. And that's going to, it's not going to have anything pop up on your screen, but after you press these buttons, then you would say that it's a cube root, and then you would press enter. So that one would be equal to 2 if you did it correctly. So first, then we press the second button. Third, we pressed this button, and then the final button was this one. So number first, then we tell it that we want to take the cube root by pressing second, this button, and then pressing 3, the equal sign. And then to put in a negative cube root, we would do similar order. We would press the number first, that goes first, then make it negative, and then we would press second, this button, and then make it a cube root. So then we get equals, if we did it correctly, -2. So that's how you use all of your calculators to check your cube roots or square roots.